This is Blue Gold News Now, your source for campus news, bringing you campus happenings, sports, and weather every week. Now live from Tower Studio, it's BNN with your hosts, Samantha Burnett and Marissa Day.
Good evening and happy Halloween. I'm Samantha Burnett.
And I'm Marissa Day.
Coming up tonight, a local church packing meals to create change.
Another fast food location joining the Claremont Avenue lineup.
And your weekly recap of Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
But first, UW Eau Claire Barron County is taking action to reduce their fossil fuel emissions. It's no secret that UW Eau Claire is an environmentally conscious college. In 2023, UWEC received its 10th commendation from the Princeton Review Guide to Green Colleges for its commitment to the environment and sustainability. It comes as no surprise as the Rice Lake campus looks to further pursue sustainable practices with the support of Barron County. With the help of the Rural Energy Startup Program grant, the Barron County campus will receive a $75,000 grant to conduct an energy audit in the next few years. The goal of this audit will be to identify ways to improve the campus's energy use, looking to implement renewable energy sources, and decrease fossil fuel use. For more information on the energy audit and grant in Barron County, visit www.uwec.edu. Well, how about that, Sam? I mean, I think previously we talked about the energy change and the recognition from the Princeton Guide, but How cool that Barron County is choosing to implement that as well.
Yeah, I think it's just really neat how much our campus strives to be environmentally friendly, just like with Sonnentag and the building of that. I think it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, it really creates a special environment here at UW Eau Claire.
This past weekend, on October 27th, the Hmong New Year was celebrated at Sonnentag. The celebration included food, singing, dancing, musical performances, traditional Hmong dresses, and more. Hmong New Year translates to Eat 30, as they normally celebrate and fast for 30 days. But in an interview with WQOW, Koa Vang discusses how this celebration at Sonnentag is a nice way for them to celebrate because they can't take the time to feast and celebrate for 30 days here. It also provides to be a nice opportunity to celebrate the new year. This was also a special opportunity for those celebrating the new year, as the event has finally returned since COVID.
Coming up after the break, your weather forecast.
And the UWEC cheer and stunt team preparing for NCAA Nationals in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Stay tuned.
B5.
Well, I got a 7, so +2.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, we should probably read the directions next time.
Probably. You know what does make sense? Game show. Hi, I'm Abe.
And I'm Somerset.
We're the host of Game Show.
If you want to see us play more games like this, or Jeopardy!
Or The Price is Right.
Check us out on mytv10.uwec.edu.
And if you ever want to be in one of our episodes, make sure to scan the QR code somewhere on the screen. Peace.
If you've ever been to a football game at Carson Park, you've probably seen the UWEC cheer and stunt team in action.
This April, it's our turn to be the ones cheering on the cheer and stunt team as they head to Daytona Beach, Florida for the NCAA National Competition.
BNN reporter Elizabeth Lindell has the story.
The UWEC cheer and stunt team has punched their way to Daytona Beach, Florida for NCAA Nationals for the second year in a row. The 35 athletes make up 2 teams, an all-girl intermediate team and a co-ed advanced team. In order to be invited to the competition, both of the teams had to attend a clinic with the NCAA athletes and coaches to prove that they deserve a shot on the mat at Daytona. The teams have 3 practices each week for 3 hours from now until the competition in early April. Working with head coaches Amy Lavelle and Macy Bump and assistant coaches Allie Klemesh, Jennifer Weiland, and Alicia Lutzen, the teams have been crafting their routines to carefully ensure that they are able to pull out all the stops at this year's competition. Last year, the co-ed advanced team took home 3rd out of 6 teams. Many of those athletes have shared about the privilege and honor that it was to represent UWEC on the national level. When athletes compete at Daytona, they will compete outdoors on the bandshell, which can prove to create difficulties in weather and visibility. The athletes will simulate different kinds of weather they may run into during their practices to make sure that they are prepared for almost anything. Maddie Branco, president of the cheer and stunt team, shares how excited she is that UWEC is able to take 2 teams this year to Daytona.
The most unique experience about going to Daytona is feeling the vibes of what it is to actually be like a competitive cheerleader. It's really important to have 2 teams to go to Daytona because we've never had 2 teams be able to go to nationals before. This is the UW Eau Claire cheer and stunt team's first time having 2 teams in a very long time, and it's a great honor that we get to take 2 to Daytona Beach this year.
The Blue Gold cheer and stunt team also performs on the sidelines at football and basketball games, as well as competes at several regional competitions. If you are interested in learning more about cheer and stunt at UWEC, email uweccheerandstunt@gmail.com or message their Instagram page, UWEC Cheer and Stunt.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Well, what a cool opportunity. I mean, heading back to Daytona, I remember hearing about that last year, and it sounds like they had a really great time there, Sam.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but it definitely sounds like a nice opportunity, and it's cool that both teams get to go this year as well, which sounds like a very nice accomplishment for them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, UW Eau Claire students living on Upper Campus and tired of dining hall food have a new close-to-campus dining option headed their way. Along Claremont and Stein Avenue, River Valley Architects and Hoft Construction have been working on a construction project that upon completion will host a brand new Panera Bread dining location. The current and only Eau Claire Panera location up off of Keystone Crossing near the Oakwood Mall is a little bit of a drive for students. So the new location will be in a much more convenient and accessible spot for the campus crowd. Panera's menu includes several breakfast and bakery items, fresh salads, soups, and sandwiches. Both River Valley Architecture and Panera Bread have yet to announce the opening date of the new location or the other 3 surrounding leases that are in the process of being built.
This past weekend, Peace Church members worked with Feed My Starving Children to pack over 100,000 meals. This is the church's 7th year working to feed my starving children and have packed over 500,000 meals. Feed My Starving Children is a Christian nonprofit that partners with food distributors to help get food to those in need. Feed My Starving Children also works with volunteers to come and package the food. If interested, please consider going to their website and finding a location near you. All you need to do is donate time and help package the food. You can even sign up as groups to make it a fun, competitive opportunity. Then at the end, you get to see how many meals the large group packed during your session there and how many children you helped save. If you don't have the time but still want to help, consider donating on their website at fmsc.org under the Ways to Give tab. Well, how about that? I think it's really, interesting. Feed My Starving Children is such a nice opportunity, and it's honestly really fun.
Yeah, it's a fun spot, and I've been there a couple times myself, and how cool that they packed so many meals. I mean, that's a huge number, and it sounds like over time they've helped a lot with those things.
Yes, definitely.
Really, really cool. Well, BNN will be right back after this break.
Stick around for your weather forecast and an update on Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
Get ready for the ultimate variety experience. Handful is here to shake up your evenings with non-stop entertainment. From jaw-dropping performances to hilarious comedy sketches, Handful has something for everyone. Join us for the wild ride every week filled with laughter, surprises, and unforgettable memories. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Handful.
Thank you, Sam and Marissa. Good evening. I'm Cora Lederer, filling in for Kevin Mura with your weekly weather forecast. Today, it was a gloomy Halloween day with rainy skies and breezy winds. We saw a temperature of 51 degrees with a Halloween low temperature around 30 degrees that is sure to give you chills. Looking ahead at the rest of the week, the gloomy weather will be hanging around for a little while. On Friday, you can expect it to be briefly sunny with a high of 51. The weekend looks to be a little rainy briefly on Saturday, with likely showers on Sunday and a high of 62. On Monday, we have a chance of thunderstorms, but it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 68. On Tuesday and Wednesday, make sure to pack your umbrella as it will continue to rain with highs of 74 and 61 respectively. Taking a look beyond Eau Claire, in Chippewa Falls today, it was slightly chillier with a high of 44, and in Menominee, we had a high of 48 degrees. Lake City saw a high of 49, while Red Wing sat at around 41 degrees. And finally, in Minneapolis, a high of 41, and Bloomington, it was 45 with some scattered showers. That's all for this week. Be sure to tune in next week to see what Mother Nature has in store for us. For BNN, I'm Cora Lederer. Back to you, Sam and Marissa.
Thanks, Cora. BNN Blitz is back this week with more Blue Gold sports updates.
Over to you, David and Eli.
Welcome to BNN Blitz. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis with your weekly recap of Blue Gold sports action. Serving up another 2 wins Saturday at McPhee, the Blue Gold women's volleyball team was able to complete back-to-back sweeps against the Blue Devils of UW Stout and Ole's of St. Olaf. This extends their win streak to 6 straight games, keeping their home court record at a flawless 7-0 on the year and improving their WIAC record to 3-2 to break a deadlock with the aforementioned Stout, all in the span of only 6 sets of play. The newly ranked squad was able to rely on large performances from the effective attacking 1-2 punch from junior hitters Bailey Leakey and Abby Stanwood as they combined for 21 and 26 kills respectively. Defensively, junior Darian Andre served as a brick wall for Eau Claire's front line, combining for 8 solo blocks on the weekend. Eau Claire shifts gears now back to Sunday, November 2nd in their last regular season home match against Luther College for senior night at the Sonentech Center. First set is slated to begin at 4 p.m.
The men's soccer team scored 13 goals in one game, passing their previous record of 11. Senior forward Nathan Donovan had a hat trick 20 minutes into the game. Donovan leads the entirety of the NCAA with 24 goals. Additionally, 5 other Blue Golds scored throughout the game. The Blue Golds led 7-0 at halftime before winning 13-0. In their last 4 games, they scored 26 goals, where their opponents only scored a combined total of 3. The Blue Golds play Whitewater and River Falls next. Blue Golds are undefeated in the WIAC going into the WIAC tournament. The Blue Golds look strong entering the national tournament, ranked 7th currently, but are looking to jump up in the rankings.
The Blue Golds women's tennis team traveled to Madison for the WIAC championship this past weekend, where as a team they took 3rd overall. UWC was powered by their top 2 singles competitors, with Samantha Fox and Anna Lee taking 2nd in the number 1 and number 2 singles bracket. Respectively, not only did Fox perform well, but she earned a spot on the WIAC All-Sportsmanship team named at the end of the tournament. The team was not far from first, however, as they trailed the WIAC champions UW Whitewater by just 4 points. 3 other Blue Golds finished 3rd in their brackets, as the Blue Golds had no lower than the 4th overall seed in each of the 6 singles brackets. In doubles, Fox and Lee paired up and took 3rd as well in the number 1 doubles bracket, winning their 3rd place matchup 8-1. UWC has wrapped up all the fall portion of their season and will return to the court in February.
This past weekend, the Blue Golds traveled to Don and Nona Williams Stadium to take on the Blue Devils of UW Stout in their notorious War on 94 matchup. The Blue Golds struggled in the first half, going into half down 28-10. They picked it up in the second half with the help of Harry Rubidoux, throwing for a total of 398 yards. Rubidoux had a strong connection with receiver Isaac Garside, who brought in 10 receptions for 168 yards. The Blue Golds brought the game to within potential striking distance, but it was too little too late for a comeback. The Blue Golds dropped to 2-5. They are looking to bounce back on Saturday against the 9th-ranked UW Oshkosh Titans. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. at Carson Park. That's all for the World of Blue Gold Sports. I'm David Abel.
And I'm Eli Bennis. Back to you, Sam and Marissa.
Thanks, David and Eli.
Welcome back to the BNN Weekend Report, our post-show segment where we share some of our favorite local and regional activities from over the weekend. On the Weekend Report, you'll find dining recommendations, current event picks, and discover regional destinations that offer up the perfect weekend getaway. Today, it sounds like we're going to talk about some coffee shops, Sam, a college student's best friend. Well, we're going to start with some of my favorite spots. Now, today I actually got to try Phoenix Coffee for the first time, and I was a really big fan. I had a lot of fun. And so Phoenix Coffee is kind of the new kid on the block when it comes to coffee shops in Eau Claire. A lot of them have been around for a while and have seen, everybody's got their favorite picks. But Phoenix Coffee just came in over the summer along with this new brewing project downtown.
Okay.
So it's in a cool
yeah.
spot. It's right by Eau Claire Vintage, if you've ever been down there.
Is it across, like, from where the bridge is? Like, the light bridge? Okay,
Exactly.
I think I passed by it
kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And actually, their baked goods are supplied by Bohemian Ovens, which is one of the stalls at the farmer's market. It's a place out somewhere out in this kind of region, the Chippewa Valley, that offers up a lot of baked goods and stuff and fresh stuff at the farmer's market. So they've always been some of my favorites at the farmer's market with their fresh hot cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
But they actually supply stuff to Phoenix Coffee, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a unique spot. And so there's a lot of natural light. It's in a really great location downtown just because it's pretty central for students that live downtown or anybody who likes to spend time downtown. Yeah. It's just a really cool space, and I liked being there today, and it was good for studying, but I can see it getting kind of rowdy or lively around the evening too when people start to file in to head to the brewing project right in the same building.
Yeah.
But my other favorite spot is one that is an oldie but a goodie, but it's Racy Delane's. And it's a little coffee shop attached to the Nucleus. So they serve the Nucleus's coffee during the day, like when the Nucleus is in operating hours. But during the week too, Racy Delane's has their own kind of operating hours. And their coffee's fantastic. It's anything that you could order off the menu at the Nucleus, plus a lot of specialty drinks. And it's kind of interesting because they're like seasonal specialty menu for all different seasons. They have on a wall, like right next to where you order, but it's not super like obvious. So there's all these drinks with like fun names and different, components.
Yeah.
I think I got like a special strawberry lemonade something the last time I was in over the summer. But they've got a ton of different drinks with different cool names, and it's like, it's kind of, to me, a hidden gem because it wasn't super obvious. They've got good stuff on their obvious menu, but their like special menu is kind of always there on a little white, unassuming sheet of paper. So it kind of feels cool when you finally find it and get to order something interesting.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of great spots, and it's conveniently located on Water Street.
Yes,
so
that's nice, yeah.
It's a cool spot, and it's a good study spot too. And I think their turtle's name is Earl. They've got an aquarium terrarium with a turtle named Earl in it. It's kind of fun.
Cool, yeah.
But it looks like you've got a couple more options for coffee shops.
Yeah, so I have the Goat and ECDC. The Goat is also right on Water Street, which is really nice. It's not too far from the Human S&S, which is also very nice. I've been to the Goat a few times now. I really like it. I mean, the past few times I haven't gotten coffee, but I think that they have a nice variety of coffee as well. I think it's a nice list, and they have like smoothies, hot chocolate, and they have a few pastry options as well.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think my favorite thing about the Goat is it's a really nice place to study. I've been going there the past few nights to study, and I think it's a really nice, like, calm place. It's not too crazy, and there's, you can go farther in the back, kind of hide out, which is also nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's a nice place. And then I also have ECDC. This one I've only been to once. I believe they have a little bit of a smaller menu, but they do still have coffee options. They have a few different like smoothie options as well. And they have, I think, a different variety of pastry options compared to some other coffee shops, which is kind of a nice change. I've never studied in this one. I can also kind of see it kind of getting more lively. It's near the Pablo Center as well. But yeah, I think it's a really nice place to hang out as well.
Yeah, I like ECDC a lot. I go there with my parents usually when we're downtown.
Yeah.
But it's a really good study spot, funny enough. Like, it does get lively and kind of loud, but I'm somebody who likes a louder, like, more active study spot when I'm studying. So it's kind of nice. You kind of see the beat of the city and people moving around downtown, especially when something's going on. But
yes, yeah, it's a really nice place. The one time I went there was with the marathon.
Yeah.
Because my roommate was running in the marathon. I'm like, it's cold. I want to get something to drink, sit down. So I went and got like a hot chocolate. And it was a nice place to just kind of watch everyone going by. So yeah.
Right. Well, a lot of cool coffee shop options. I mean, there's a ton of coffee shops in Eau Claire. You know, there's Acoustic Cafe, there's Coffee House, there's, oh my gosh, we talked about one of the brunch spots that's also a coffee shop too. My gosh, the French Press.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different options in Eau Claire. But yeah, it's something, that I take advantage of as a coffee lover and college student who needs quite a bit of caffeine to keep myself going.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's all that we have for you tonight.
Join us next week for your latest news, updates, and weather.
Make sure to check us out at UWEC TV10 on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. I'm Marissa Day.
And I'm Samantha Burnett. Thank you and good night.